Welcome to the Fairy Tale Fables monthly March tournament. I am currently alone casting here, Leryless, and we will jump into a game very shortly. We are spectating Mimple for the first game, and they are currently checking their packs and are playing Wayward Sisters, a favorite of theirs. Looks like without the item. Oh, okay. They put in items. We buy a hot potato, which is free to buy and sell. And there was a 3/2 Elaine, so there was an Elaine with a coconut spell. We roll here for a disciple, it looks like, and we lock maybe for the second disciple. So one obvious high roll is that you find a true U to get a shop of one level higher, which Mimple might be going for. Or otherwise it's just nice to get a second spell like this, which you might be able to cast on the shop. And we are also looking for the third Smelling Sprouts here for the triple. Finding a Leprechaun, which should have a lot of early game tempo. Yeah, we lose a lot of HP. There even was an armored egg with the Cursed Rose in the back. We very quickly take the third eye here. There would be a fairy transformation. So we have a Star Child for one turn. Since the fairy transformation was double cast because of Wayward Sisters Grow. Oof, we barely don't get the Slay. But there is a Disciple triple here. And we even get the payoff of the third eye having no active abilities, so we can just destroy it in order to gain gold. Mimple now takes an extra hand space and is now checking what the other characters would transform back into. We cycle the sword for a potential Celine in the future and buy the owl. Oof. our disciple missed by 1. There's another owl. Thinking about double casting turn good here. There's the owl triple, so we will have a good owl, which we might also... Mimple is thinking about... Oh yeah, we don't have the mana now, so cannot buy the triple now, but we can cycle. We have to sell the potatoes since they are gone. They won't be worth 2 gold anymore next turn. We might as well buy something that is slightly larger. We get a Disciple Slay and win the fight, so we keep the buff. Now we can triple the owl. Sadly, the spells were not that great. Ooh, but there's a key to library. We're buffing our disciple with an alliance band. There's a Cinderella and a fairy transformation in the same shop, which Nibble was hovering just now. $50-50 to get the Onetsune, which we do get. And we tie the fight. A Pandora's box for a turn would be insane, I think, but I guess we are strong enough. We're swapping the princess because one prince only has 3 HP, so the 1 damage from the Lambton Dragon looked a bit much for Mimple, I think. It's a pretty large cat choir, which we can't get through right now with a mana catalyst. So they have a lot of power. We get 2 mana. No, that can't. Oh, it's not a fairy. We are potentially moving into Royals here, which is also a favorite of Mimple. And also the Glass Slipper, which you get from the Cinderella quest, is great on the Wayward Sisters, since you can get 2 procs of the fairy transformation on the shop. This Rapunzel is a lot of tempo here. Roshi has a Chrono Crystal, just to note that. There's a pumpkin carriage, which would be a lot of power for a turn. Could maybe even take advantage of the Hermes, if the character it was transformed from is a nice character. Even with the pumpkin carriage help, we barely lose the fight. That was a very strong board. Dimple is thinking about whether to buy something from the shop before casting the Fairy Transformation. Oh, and we are already fusing onto the shop. I'm guessing we buy most of the shop here. So that's why the Snap picked the third eye here. So the interaction with Core Fusion, oh, we don't buy everything. The interaction with Wayward Sisters and Core Fusion is that you only destroy one character, but affect the whole shop with Core Fusion. So if you buy most of the characters in the shop, you can kind of generate stats by finding more Core Fusions. Obviously, after this power play, we are much stronger. There would be another tempo pick here for one turn. The Hekate, which is very large here for us. There's another one. And even with the extra hand space, we have some trouble. So we obviously want to keep the Rapunzel Prince and the Rapunzel, because the Rapunzel will complete her quest this fight. We didn't lock for the second Star Child, it seems. It's a very high attack Princess of Ease, but we knock out Shakespeare with our huge Kate tempo. Seems we like our level 2 and level 3 treasures more. We get some free money from casting on the shop. There's finally a pumpkin carriage. We don't have any unstable characters on board just yet. Now we might get rid of the Rapunzel's Prince and Rapunzel. That's the cat son on board with a very large cat choir in the hand, which hopefully our tailor perfectly hits. And 200, 300 stats are just erased. Merlin is also nice because his boost scales with the number of spells he casts. Ooh, there is a... We just bought a unstable pumpkin carriage. And we're buying a ball of yarn, which is a new item that will now summon a cat when the wearer dies. We are probably looking for the legendary spellbook here. Or we are just buying it. Oh, didn't see we have no mana. But the next shop anyway looks much better with this rummage in the shop. Broshi has a double Tying Breath on the Fool, which might knock out a lot of other boards, but not ours. Ooh, and 2 Dr. Franks. Without a lot of evil summons, so I guess that was not that scary. There's another pumpkin carrot and another Ecarte. I was thinking about the Frankenstein's monster. There's another one. If we found that turn evil spell earlier, we might have kept the Frankenstein's monster. But Excalibur in slot 1 is very scary. Ooh, we sniped the Yggdrasil in the back, so most of the attack of the board just vanished. And we knock out Yoshitsune with this play. Unfortunate end. Here's another one-turn Merlin. Oh, and we can make these permanent. For 3 gold we can have a pair of flying Wizard of Oz. We finally get the Rapunzel's Prince triple, and we can buy it with this Droll Decree. And it seems we were looking for a sphere, which we just found. And we wipe out a lot of the backline, which is great. So the good boys have much less to buff. So we knock out Valley Ghost as well. Nimble buying a Fire Mage, wanting to slowly buff it up. Seems a 1-turn Rose Enchantress is still good enough for Nimble, since it buffs the Fire Mage probably. Double Auras for the Merlin and the Oz. There's a Core Fusion, but sadly we have nothing in the shop. But we can just lock this spell shop, and next turn all these spells will still be in the shop with characters. Our Fire Mage does a lot of work. And this looks like we might knock out... Oh no. They still have a Chrono Crystal, and they still have enough Hero Attack. So now what do we Core Fuse? Because all the characters we care about have a lot of permanent stats. Are we not buying something to core fuse later? Guess we're just buying the ranged for now. And we are buying the characters to core fuse. Ooh, oh. Our fire mage got sniped by the enemy front line. Looks like a close. Yeah, like a close tie. We're buying another Merlin for maybe tripling it later, but I think it was. Is it unstable? Oh, we can get. No, we don't. When you upgrade something, it would get rid of the unstable. So we could have fixed the pumpkin carriage. We are not changing heroes, probably. Still get through the ghost, even with worse fight RNG. But this time we scaled a lot more. So Proshi now has a survival charge, an adventurer tick, and a chrono crystal, so they will need at least 4 combats to die. So this game will go on a bit longer. There's a normal Hecate in the shop, which is only slightly larger than the core fused characters we have. There's another unstable pumpkin carriage. Since our damage doesn't matter, we can just cast the poisoned well. The 4 times full triggers. There's a Narcissus with an egg. That's interesting. Now there are 2 pumpkin carriages, so we can upgrade. Finally get another triple here. which we instantly skip. And there's another pumpkin carriage. And a core fusion, finally, so we can fuse the largest character we have, which is probably the carriage, onto the shop. And it seems for some reason, we wanted to keep the Sea Witch for a long time here. But now we get rid of the Fairy Godmother, so we will have less Fairy Transformation casts, rather, and we'll probably try to pick one up again. Great snipe to kill the Dr. Frank a bit earlier. But the hand summons are huge for us here. Oof, and we take 12 damage. We fight the ghost again. There's another core fusion in the shop. We lock for the Hecate probably, since we don't have anything we want to sell. Interesting that the Fire Mage is in the 3rd slot. So this is the Chrono Crystal Adventure Survival Charge board. We could double our hero power, but at a high cost. And we got another carriage, which is great for us, from the present, which was buffed in the shop. Ooh, we sniped the upgraded duelists, so they have less hand summons now. But they have double Fate Scissors, which is also very annoying. And the double fool did not go off, so we knock out Broshi. We are in the top 2 with a lot of hand summons. Thinking about the teacup, celery tea here. Now the doppelganger diamond we take, it looks like. So now they have stealthed the duelist, so our backline hits aren't very great. So we might, looks like we are losing this fight and we are knocked out, so Aussie takes the first game and Mimple takes second. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back to the Fairy Tail Fables monthly tournament. We are in game 2. We're spectating Wybishai here. to explain the tournament format again, there are lobbies of 8 people, where top one, the first place gets you 10 points, and second place gets you 8 points, and the points reduced for lower placements. So the first goal is to get 19 points, after which you are live, and when you are live and win in the top lobby, then you win and stop the tournament. It looks like YBShy is going for the new monster strategy. I mean, it isn't new, but it was buffed by giving you with new cards. So for example, Nosferatu can already buff monsters when you buy characters that cost HP. And there's also a new payoff, which is the Tentacle and the Man of War, which also received the monster buffs. We barely lose the fight, which is sad. We take, I think it was upgraded damage even. So we have the Selene here, and the Tentacle. Selene is also great for the Carmilla if we find her, because she then buffs monsters also the HP of monsters, not only the attack. The upgraded Dragon Pup, giving Dragon Fire to all our front row here. There's another character which costs HP, which we are buying for the permanent stats, the Aura. And we would love to find a Carmilla. We win the fight against a Bruni, which should be stronger early game actually. There's a Narcissus for a maybe level 5 treasure. There, finally there's a Carmilla. I don't know if we still are looking for her. Considering if they want the Carmilla on level 5, since it's probably too late now to get into it. The Uther Mipple is playing Royal Boost again. And the turn order is looking... The attack order was not looking great for us. He took the Holy Skull for more gold. The future turns. So we're fighting synesthesia. Who has a wild mix of boards. Ooh, and we lose the fight by 1 HP. We get a Chrono Crystal, so we survive at least the next round. We have found an Archdemon, which also takes advantage of the monster aura we built. We even find another one. So hopefully we will just win this next fight. It's interesting that they are valuing the agent in the back more than the Archdemon. It was an unfortunate positioning, but I think we might let's still win this. We deal damage to Puroshi, who has Atlantis and Forbidden Grimoire. I think Atlantis is one of their favorite treasures, since they like Triton a lot. Okay, so now we put the Archdemon in the back. We were just thinking about maybe upgrading one of them, but then we might lose, so we will lose out on the level 6 treasure. There's a Frankenstein's monster, which is great for our monster comp. There's the triple. We are selling for it, so we are playing one character down next fight. No. Oh. We're taking these scales, which is a great use of the monster aura, which is very heavily imbalanced towards attack. And also she has Celestial Shields and Excalibur with, it looks like, a lot of summons. Luckily we took out one of them with a ranged attack. There are even more summons. Oof, and we barely tie. So we keep our Chrono Crystal. We could hide one monster in the back. Could switch heroes, but could switch heroes. We are probably looking for a Dr. Frank here to get more into Scam. A Taylor is also not bad. Synesthesia with the Primal Rage on the Horse Thief with 2 Tarrasques in the back to get some initial stats on the characters next to Horse Thief. That's a very unique and funny way of using it, this item. Looks like we might get a tie. It's a very unique board. Temple has some royals and a Keith. Yeah, we have to replace this Nosferatu on the board. And sniping the Uther would be great for us, or the Keith. Looks like we're thinking about casting the Flash of Inspiration, maybe for a level 6 character. So we were hoping to get a Dr. Frank or a Kraken, probably. There's a Kraken. So do we attack first? Hitting the Uther or the Keith would be nice. So the Keith. Oh, the hero attack from the Ares hero attack ruined our Oz attacks, so that sadly was not possible. It still looks kind of close. To the Keith here, we still get a very clean tie. So even though our plan failed, we were still strong enough. Now we get the Kraken here. So the first place of last game, Osti, I think is still in this game. So if they get another first, they would already be live. We're selling the Wizard of Oz for an Archdemon. And I guess we are positioning so like this to hopefully get value out of the Unyielding and the Iron Will. Right. Udulis even has an egg here. We still get all the value out of the Archdemon summons in the front, which is great for us. But they just have seemingly infinite summons here. And we lose our Chrono Crystal to that. Synesthesia, well, with the Primal Rage and Tarrasque port, it looks like they confused the Horse Thief on the Tarrasque. There's a triple for the Frank with a Symbol of Unity, which is not doing a lot for us right now, but which might be doing a lot later. Ooh, we missed the lock for the second Kraken. Oh no, they still have the Horse Thief. Which I think the order is incorrect. They would have the order other way. And the entrance of the first Primal Rage would buff the Tarrasque. And then the Primal Rage on the Tarrasque would give a lot more Dragonfire. Oof, the upgraded. No, we're still fine. We upgraded full, sniped our Frank monster in the back row, but we still knock out Synesthesia at 4th. Now everyone else is barely alive. We are at 1, it looks like Synesthesia. Mimple is also still at 1, and the last one, Ostsee, looks to be also at very low HP. But with the Symbol of Unity, we now have the Athena on the board. So if we can get Slays here, we are very happy. But the problem is that against the Ostsee board, I think it was the Treasure Hamster with the Celestial Shields, so the Slay will not be easy there. Mimple is 7 heroes. And also is Dame Gothel, so the key will attack first here. But at least we will be able to slay the front row here. Oof, and the Starlight Strike. That was very unfortunate. The Starlight Strike hit our upgraded Archdemon, and the first attack hit our Sea Witch, so the Athena got far less value. And this looks like this might be it for us. So we're knocked out by Mimple. We will jump to Mimple. Oh, so we just switched hero, it seems. We have an adventurer charge. We have more heroes than before. We somehow got another hero from the Phantom Trigger, of course. So we are 8 heroes now. We are not Dame Gothel anymore. We are Midas. And we are making a huge Kubo here. We're going first. Oh, so that's also why it kept first. Of course, we were adventurers, so we had the 2 go first spells. The Hermes Blessing. So obviously we went first. Now Ostsee with the Excalibur scam hand summons, the infinite summons, looks to be winning. Now Ostsee, oh yeah, we still had the adventure charge. How do we get around these summons? Could go into Triton maybe. Oh yeah, Celerity is also a great idea. To stop all these summons from coming out from the Rescue Runner or the Big Wolf. Going first again. It looked like there was a gold display bug here. Can we hit something? Ooh, we hit one summon. Oh, and we hit the other summon. That is great for us. And we knocked them out. That one fight was enough, so we get first. So that means we prevent Ostsee from being live. And I think Mimple is not live yet, since they were only second. But they are very close. We will be back after a short break. Welcome back to round 3 of the monthly Fairy Tail Tables tournament. And we are spectating Gabby. Yes, Gabby picking Elephant here. That Gabby has 13 points, so they need 6 points, which would be third place. The third place will give 7 points, fourth place would only give 5 points, so they would not be live after that. Also, Synesthesia is also at 13 points, so they would also need a third. And higher above, Mimple and Ostsee are both at 18 points. They both had first and second place. Next is YB-Shy at 12 points. They also need a third to be live. Then Yoshitsune, the cat, is at 11 points. So they would need a second, which would give 8 points to be live, or a first. And Mr. is at 10 points, so they would need a first to be live. And the same is Roshi and Shakespeare Mint are also at 9 points, are both at 9 points rather, and they would also be live with 10 points, the first place. Mimple is Wayward Sisters again here, so they will try to do a very similar thing. We are buying an attack spell. Oh, since we have the sword saved up. So the deck that Gabby has selected is called Hunters, so I'm guessing we are looking to get into Hunters, also with these two tracker Hardings. Yoshi took 2 level 2 treasures, so they have a lot of tempo here. Still not enough against our board. We take another owl. We cast a spell, and there are 2 made variants, so we are rewarded for the rolling. Trading very nicely there with the Cinderella. But this board looks to beat us pretty handily. But our free hero attack are enough to clean everything up. Two Hansels. I think we would have rather liked a Mycroft to get some permanent scaling from these tracker Hardings. But we still just buy both of them. Looks like we are sending something. Still missed the free scroll there. Ooh, the 7 hero attack on YB-Shine's Ares is already taking out our front line, so we take some damage here. we take the free scroll. We find an owl triple. We can't buy the spell because we wouldn't have enough mana for the owl. There's another treasure hamster, which is Synesthesia. We already have one triple and a storybook for some early tempo. This board has a lot of ranged characters in the front row, which we are having trouble dealing with, but we are still fine. Get through it with the two Hansels in the back. We upgrade a Marion and get a Jackal. That is great. It's to get some permanent hero attack scaling. Considering the baby mimic here. Pistol with 2 Selines and only 1 item boss, so they might be getting stronger soon. They are summoning a very large acolyte here. Ooh, 1 hero attack count doubled is great for hunters. I thought we would for sure skip this treasure, but that is actually a great baby mimic target. And we take a tempo crab here for now. Rusty was digging for gold and either skipped or rerolled, or didn't have time. We deal some damage to Ostsee. Ostsee only needs a 7th place to get 1 point to be live next round. We don't like the Robin Hood, it seems like. Though it would. Oh no, we got rid of our Tracker Harding. Interested to see what we will do next level, because we don't have any summons, which Dr. Watson would love. Nimble has some hand summons and some shop buffs here. There's a Gretel. And a Nocturne, which we like. We're fighting the Yoshi board, which had two level 2 treasures. They are also kind of hunters here. With two Dr. Jekylls and a Kappa, which is getting perfect scaling. We nicely get a sleigh with the Nocturne, even two sleighs with the Nocturne. There's a Marion, which gives us the Hansel triple. We do have some sleighs, so Sleigh Moon is quite nice here. Fighting against Broshi with a Carmina, maybe a Scan board. We put some Moonlight on the Gretel to take advantage of her Moonbathing ability. I actually don't quite remember the last iteration of Gretel and Moonbathing. I thought it was the last iteration was the Magnifying Glass, but I'm not sure now. Broshi's Scan takes us out our board, but our 6 hero attack, with the added in hero power, are enough to clean up. Wairyusha with two Dr. Watsons and a very large Beast Prince. The Firefly on the Lorelei would be actually the best to give her some attack. Well, they have upgraded the Dr. Watson. Oh, and they have Hero Helix, so they are attacking 6 times. This looks to be like a loss, or is 19 times 6? It might be enough. Oh, with the stars it's enough, yeah. there's a Sherlock payoff for our hero attack, even though we did not scale our hero attack a lot this time. Synesthesia with a Mage's Plants ward, I think. Ooh, and the Fire Mage. Oh, okay. I guess the Fireball was enough. Giving some permascaling with the Yellow Bark. Looks like we are just fine here. So it will be a pretty clean tie here. There's another hero attack spell if we want that. As Evan Helsing, it's great. Just noticed Mimple got 8th place, so they will not be live, and Ostsee instead will be live for sure, since they are now 7th or higher. Mr. Dame Gothel, we instantly hit the Fool. And there's a lot of scam. That's the Dr. Frank dies before the last Hellhound dies, so there are only 2 summons. Is our hero attack enough? 25 times 6. That's enough. Our times 6 hero attack is very safe. We find the Nocturne triple. We could go Hero Helix to get even more hero attack. So we have 7 hero attacks now. Still did not see a Watson, I believe. Must he again with the big cat choir and hand summons? I'm not sure if they also were playing the British Fool. But they have a very long summon chain again. And they have shooting stars. Just noticed. Yeah, our 7-hero attack won't be enough to clean that up. But luckily we don't kill the Dr. Frank. Second Van Helsing replaces our owl. Wybishai as the other hunter board on Ares. And they also had the Hero Helix for the 4 attacks, I think. Wait, they have 4. They also have Ares Spear, so they have 8 starting hero attacks. 3. Okay, so they hit the. Oh, that was bad luck for us. They killed the Gretel before the second Sherlock could trigger. Yeah, we never found the Watson, so we are very far behind this hunter board. We managed to clean up everything except one character. Now some feature with the Justice Baby Mimic. Justice scales plants board. Looks very strong. We cast a Cersei's Cup here to maybe survive. So what will we cap here? We hope to hit the Yggdrasil, because then a lot of attack would disappear, but we only take the back row here. And our trades are very bad. So looks like this is the end for us here. We will jump over to Wybishai. So Wybishai was the other hunter board. But they found a lot more Dr. Watsons. Thinking about which glasses we want on Gretel. We are probably very happy with our treasures. There There's another one, Helsing, which we put in over a pencil. Oh, there would be, there's barely not enough time to lock there. Then we're fighting synesthesias. Very strong. Clans board again. And with the double justice scales, also the front row has a lot of HP. It's not enough to beat this strong clans board. Just remembering that Why Wish I needed a third or better, and they are currently third, so they will be live next round. Was Helsing greet off? So since Vita also being locked for second or better, they will also be live next round. So we will have 3 people live, I believe. So will we be able to beat the plans for this time? Ooh, that was a huge magnifying glass, so we win this time. The double dying breath on both the Sherlocks is probably the thing that puts us over the top here. And also the continued Dr. Watson scaling. So now Synesthesia bound the Celestial Shields. So all of their summons will have a shield as well. But this might tip the scales again in the other direction. Yes, Wybishine takes 12 damage. This next fight, we'll have to see. Ooh, the upgraded Sherlock is another big power spike since the ability now is doubled. And now tripled from the double tombstones. There would be a ball of yarn here. Thinking about the Triton to get rid of the shields. Instead we just heal for 5. Oh, but they didn't have the Keeper of the Sun yet. So they will also be scaling, getting more sun now. Also, it looks like we are losing. Oof, that succubus attack was amazing. And we die exactly. So Synesthesia wins this round, and now, so 19 points is the break point for being live. So we have Bosty live, Synesthesia live, Wybishine live. Gabby and Mimple very close at 18 points. Shakespeare very close after that at 17 points. Valley Ghost at 16 points. And then Mr. the 8th place would be at 13 points. So that would be the next top lobby, which we will look at after 7 minutes break, because it was now the third round. So we will be back shortly. Welcome back to the Fairy Tail Fables March monthly tournament. We have 3 players live right now, and as Ostsea, Synesthesia and Wybyshy, with Gabby, Mimple, Shakespeare, Valley Ghost and Mister being very close behind. We are jumping into game 4 now, spectating Mimple, who is live. Not Mimple, sorry, Wybyshy, who is live. We instantly have 1 evil character, which is great. We can even buy a sword. We take a flying parrot. We have 2 swords. We deal early damage as Bruni, which is great. Finding this many evil characters is very nice for us. So next turn we might even be able to buy 2, 3 evil characters if they show up in the shop. There's an evil there, so we now have 3 gold again. Looks like we are rolling for another evil. The yellow bark is not great for our board. Goodbye the sleeping Miso, since the summoned cat is evil. Also buy a Cinderella. Interesting. We sell it immediately for a Nosferatu. So maybe we will get to see the new monster comp again this game. Wybyshy was trying it 2 games before, I think. No evils in the shop. There's a character so that costs HP, so now monsters have a 1 attack aura already. I think I wish I saw some 1 HP characters on the board and cast Blizzard. Yeah, the 2 fluffs. I believe Gabby is not live yet. Yeah, they are at 18 points. 1 short. We buy the Thorn to be scaling with Nosferatu. Do we just sell? Oh, we are going for the future vision. See is you can building a cat choir, scaling a cat choir. There's a very early Dracula, that's the name. So 2 turns early. And with all these evil monsters, that's a lot of tempo here. Our board looks much stronger than theirs. Ayusha is gesturing that they just fought the summon board and Dracula is scaling off that evil character, that enemy characters rather. So a summon board is great for Dracula, but we just fought them, so we will not fight them for some time. Another future vision. Dark Twig said it does not work for us. Oh, and also they're hovering the... Forgot about that, that the Bruni hero aura is also scaling, it's also doubling when you are level 5. So I guess that's another reason to take the future vision. Ranged monster is great. The Nosferatu is the same size. There's the Carmilla, very late again. Ooh. Very unfortunate. The another summon board snipes our Dracula. Imple is playing Royals again. There would finally be a treasure. We skip it, we don't like these. We're locking the Ash of Inspiration, for which we already spent 1 gold. Imple has a Chrono Crystal and again has 6 heroes already. Also a treasure hamster. Ooh, but we nearly dropped them to trigger their Chrono Crystal. There's a Narcissus. I think Garlic Surprise is pretty nice for some safety. Or Crescent Blade is great for the Melusine or the Kraken or the Carmilla. There's a Tentacle which we might have been looking for. I think now it's better to put a Tentacle on the Melusine, since we have the Slay Blade, Crescent Blade, and a Sea Witch, so Melusine slaying is already 3 triggers. So maybe the Ghost can be slayed here, which looks like to be the case. So then this was the better play, since we have more slay triggers on Melusine. There would be a Symbol of Unity, which we take. Debating whether to take the Tentacle. Double Slay is also great. Triple Slay item. This Slay Moon here. The Miniature Moon, rather. There's a Dracula triple. We could just take the... Oh, We just skip. Thinking about the mat to keep the Dracula safe. There's another sea witch, which is good. Big upgrade over the Nosferatu. Dracula survives, which is great, so we get more scaling on it from the Dr. Frank summons. There's a Frankenstein's monster, which is great with all our characters. But it's a bit tricky to position, that's fair. Another free treasure could be Chrono Crystal, so I guess it's probably always worth it. But this could be not sure if they wanted a level 5 or level 6 character. Could transform the Narcissus here. There was a Carmilla again, this time far too late. Let's see. I think again has shooting stars and summons. Last time they did not have an Oberon though. They can have Pandora's box. It's very similar to the other Ostsee boards. And a reminder that Ostsee is live. And they knock us out. So we will be jumping to maybe Mimple. Mimple has a good boy in the back row. And the keys. So a pretty standard inverted boost board with some heroes, with some treasures, with Wish for Nothing and Hero Helix, Spell Reflector. Oh, so if we don't die here, we are... Oh, we have Chrono Crystal, so we cannot die. So we have a lot... We have a lot of scaling here. But Mimple is not yet live. They are off by 1 point. stars are pretty large, but I think yeah, this is enough to beat Ostsee here. Dealing 9 damage. We keep our Chrono Crystal and we switch heroes, I guess. There's an adventurer, I see a Savitri, an Artemis, a Phantom. There are some swords, some free money. But the downside is that we don't have any mana now, so we cannot use the Spell Reflector, which is basically our only treasure. We have a lot of free rolls and the other ones. No, it's just free rolls, right? No, it's the go first spells. Trying to spend all our money. Actually, the Merlin did not grow a lot from this. I think one single Spell Reflector proc would be much more than this. Gabby is on fluffs here. Probably with the Good Boy, the Keeve, we are just fine. It's also just a ghost. Kubo is something we want. 4 gold is a bit much for a spell, but I think we should just get to casting spells. We are thinking of a Star Child. Oh yeah, that fixes our weird Good Boy in the back problem. If we guess we don't want it. There is more mana, but we're lacking. So the Merlin went from 25 to 90. So the ×5 Spell Reflector is doing a lot of work here. Oh, we have 6 adventure charges. And a Chrono Crystal. Okay, I'm betting on Mimble to win this lobby. Triple T Kubo. Oh, we are Midas. We triple Good Boy, why not? Good Boy is not even. we are just getting rid of some spells. Was a Uther triple. Ooh, there's a Flying Tailor, which gets rid of the Kiev. Yeah, it's not very close. And the Mimple takes the first with yeah, a bit of power here. And so Mimple was not live, but they're live now. So we now have 5 players live, which are Osti, Synesthesia, Mimple, Gabby, Wybyshy, and Valley Ghost at 18 points, very close, and Shakespeare Myth at 17 points, very close. We'll be back after a short break. welcome back to the Fairy Tale Fables monthly March tournament. There was a slightly longer break this time because the second lobby was still ongoing, and we even have both of the last people alive there are now in the top lobby. So we have, just counting, we have now 7 players live, so it is highly likely that one of them will close this game out. We have Osti, Synesthesia, Mimple, Gabby, Wybyshy, Roshi, and Yoshi Tsune live, and Valley Ghost at nearly live, 18 points. We are spectating Mimple again since they won the last game, and they are picking Fafnir. Fafnir playing probably very nicely into the preferred quest comp they like to play. So Mimple start with a frog. There's a Cinderella, which they are maybe locking, considering locking. I think what they would like to see is a beast. Then there's the beast and the Cinderella, so that's amazing. Now we only need to find some royals or a targeted spell, which would also be great for this frog. We're locking, oh, for the pair, I guess, for the frog pair. Since we are Fafnir, we would like to see more treasures. Ooh, we barely lose and the opponent Rose survives. So there's a royal here. She has a triple already, so they are playing character down. There is Snow White, another quest character, and there is Rebellious Prince, so we have our first treasure. Thinking about key to the library or third eye here. We sadly lost our Rose already. So the Beast Prince will not be... We will not see the Beast Prince this game. I don't know if that was intentional, but the Dragon Pup attack instantly killing the Emergy was young Kappa scaling there for Synesthesia. We would like a targeted spell. Oh, the fairy transformation for the Cinderella, of course. But Mibble didn't want to sacrifice a pair for it. Oof, we take a lot of damage. There's our Prince Charming, so we get 1 treasure. So we get, from now on, we get 1 more gold every turn. And we have another hand slot. Finally there's a coconut, so we can finally wake up this, or we can kiss this frog. We are selling for a farm fest for some tempo. Oh, we didn't even get rid of the Cinderella. We just used the cash. So we will have to pay to get the Cinderella back, but we did not lose her. There is another triple here. So we take the baby mimic and we destroy cash. There's another Penelope, which would trigger the beast. So we get 2 more gold every round. We don't want to use baby mimic on Atlantis. There would be a fairy transformation for the Cinderella. Which we are not interested in. We get the Slay in the Odette survives at 1 HP. We even deal some damage. So with 2 gold every round, the Waibushai finally gets the Caramilla early. I was interested in the healing spell. Mimble is on APM mode. They are fully awake. Ooh, are we thinking about some perma-scaling here? But the Penelope is just so much more stats. So many more stats. Ouch. This lightning strike was not. Ooh, and we even missed the slay. We take a lot of damage. 8 damage for that. There is an Uther and a round table. So we can invert our board. So now we still need to find a Keith. Yes, this board looks a bit tamer than the monster board. Pan was not entered. The round table looks like Mimple is valuing more than the... Oh, there's a 180 Rapunzel because of the round tables. But the enemy has a Keith with 20 attack. Is that enough? So if we had a Keith, we would be very happy. Ooh, it's very close. That's barely enough. That was the Odette quest finally. Don't want to use Baby Mimic yet. Two combat spells is pretty good. We still skip. So what we really want is a Keith. We only have 17 seconds left. So around the table, if only we had had a Keith. We're looking for maybe the evil stepmother. Must see with some summons. As long as the Rapunzel does not hit the siren, we're fine. But it was not scary at all. We were looking for... Ooh, there's a Triton here. Synesthesia. I think we really need the Keith. Ranged Kyohime. Finally there's a Keith. So now we are much safer. We even find a bigger alliance band. Not switch back the Keith. I think it was probably a misclick of the sort. They have Golden King, but not a lot of stats on the fairies. So I think our board is fine against this. Even though the Triton ruins some key value here. But, oh, there's even enough to... Also, the Tiamat was strong enough to kill our Keith. We take even more gold every turn. Do we core fuse something on the Keith now? There's a second Keith. There's a Merlin. So since we have the Percival, the first activation gives a higher level treasure. First quest fulfillment. And there's an adventure, which is great, so we survive another round. And there's even a hero swap. So I think we buy the Merlin to get lots more stats. We are maybe looking for the dramatic reveal, and maybe we are probably looking for the dramatic reveal, and probably for the, or maybe for the Ascendants. Valley Ghost also has more heroes than usual, and a Chrono Crystal. $70 stars, so that's bad for our Keith. We still win. 25 gold. And we upgrade the Merlin. That should be a lot more strength. And we swap into Savitri. Or Treasure Hamster. Savitri is the safe choice. Thinking about the weird combos, but the Ravens is very nice with the Merlin. And we're fighting the Ghost, so we're trying to proc the Sir Percival here. We have 5 quest characters, so we will trigger Percival. We can sell the sword for the Merlin. Ooh, but I guess we didn't check because we might actually lose to this board. At least we have the adventurer proc, but yeah, we lost to the Ghost. And there's a treasure factory from the Sir Percival. So we're rebuilding our whole board here. Thinking about the lessons, but we don't have Triton. I mean, we have 21 gold. That's an Excalibur. Fairy Tail, since we already have the treasure factory. There's a Gwyn, so that's triple our backline strength. We want to also scale the Merlins, so we just cast the spells that appear. There's another upgraded Merlin, which is probably better than the non-upgraded one. And we don't go first. So Asti has a hand summon, Queen Una, scam board, Bottle Lightning, our stuff looks like 5 times larger out of the gate, but we will see how large these hand summons are. Ooh, and there's a Dr. Frank here as well. With a lot of scam. It might be, yeah, it's enough. We stop them from dealing hero attack damage to us by casting the Poison Well. Oh, there's a good boy. The shields are not bad, I think. Was a bigger boost ring. Mimic. Oh, so we get rid of the Fairy Tail. So I think we're fighting the ghosts. We probably want to somehow get these good boys into the comp. Nimble is hovering the timer. There's a hero swap, which we might not be interested in now. With only one hero. It's the Triton board. So ideally, I think we want a Camelot. Ooh, and a Kubo, doubling all the static gains is also quite nice. The Holy Grail is great for fighting. Ooh, there's the 30 masks. So we get 6 more heroes. We already took the extra life heroes, like we already had Adventurer and we already had Savitri. So we will not get 6 Adventurer charges this time. So we have Merlin's Lessons Triton, but there's not that much Moonlight. So the fireballs are not that large. But with Zeus Lightning, this front row might be getting stronger. Ooh, that's a Herc. So we tripled our stuff, our permanent stats. There's the Camelot. No, don't want that, it seems. Yeah, so you flip the board to take advantage of the good boys. And there's a triple, so we can replace. Oh no, we Midas. We will Midas again. Midas baiting me nearly every game. Ooh, but the Long John Silver has a tombstone on it, and there is a hurricane. Luckily, we just got rid of our key. Oh no. This is goodbye to our revive charge. We can destroy the carnival masks. Didn't cast a free spell. Thinking about if we need the extra attack. We probably don't. There's an Artemis and an Aladdin, I guess. There's a Sandiada there. We're in the top 2. So Aussie or Mimble will win this tournament. There's the adventure. I think the adventure doesn't get charges anymore. Ooh, maybe the stream froze. No, that's fine. Ooh, thinking about the celerity. In 1 to get rid of the hand 7 stats. Looking maybe for another good boy. Ooh, the celerity only hit the Lorelei. We could hit this Frank. No, we don't hit. Oh, but the Frank only... Wow. Was So Osti takes the tournament. GG's to Osti, and Wimple getting very, very close to also winning it. So we have... just have to stop the... so we have Osti in first, Wimple second, and Synesthesia in third. Thank you for watching. This was the Fairy Tail Fables monthly tournament, and we will be back next month.